Hello, welcome to our playthrough of Grom the Paunch, one of two brand new lords, and the newest DLC for Warhammer 2, the Warden and I think it's called the Warden and the Paunch. You can either, well, there's a third one. I believe Emmerich is free, but he's separate DLC. There's Eltharion, and Grom the Paunch. Now, before I go on too further, full disclosure, this will be my second playthrough. Why? Because of streaming issues I had, rendered the first 7 episodes of my first playthrough useless. So we're going to play through it again. Now, upside, I know what I'm doing a little better. Not that I always know what I'm doing. 2, I get to play with mods I want to play with. Now I'm using different mods than from before. Keep that in mind. I got rid of the skill mods I was using for a new skill mods, which is much better. It's still the double, unfortunately. Those are your choices: either double skill points, triple skill points, or quadruple skill points. Double and quadruple are useless. Double is the lowest you're gonna get, at least the lowest I could find. I'm just saying. So we will be playing Grom the Paunch. Now, the reason why is because between the original Warhammer game and Warhammer 2, and my playing for fun, I realized goblins the greenskins, orcs, goblins, the only race I've never played as. I've done Bretonia in the original, I've done dwarves, I've done the Empire, I've done beastmen, I've done chaos, I've done wood elves. I have on my channel Tomb Kings, the Vampire Coast, Dark Elves, the Lizard King, Lizard Men, and the High Elves. I have played as Skaven, but I've never beaten them. Although with Eshin and Scryer, it might be possible now. Is Scryer the one? Yes, that gets the Forbidden Workshop. Claw. I might be able to beat the campaign with him. It's just there's something about them. I can easily get to the last fight. It's just once I get to the last fight, no matter what thing I use, I get my ass kicked. But I've never played as the greenskins or the orcs. So we're gonna play as these guys. So we're gonna play as Grom the Paunch, and they have reworked them. The biggest changes is all greenskins now have scrap, which they can use to upgrade units, I believe. They each have a unique WAAAGH. So my WAAAGH, do they tell me what my WAAAGH does? No. I wish they would tell you what the WAAAGH does, but from my previous playthrough, I can tell you it at least gives regeneration. Whereas if you play as, we'll say, WAAAAGH the Slaughterer, I believe it gives massive damage buffs and makes your units unbreakable. You know, that sort of thing. So each one is slightly different. Greater WAAAGHs. In addition, before the way a WAAAGH would work is literally a random army would pop up and just roam around doing its thing. Now, it works much, much better, and we will see that when we get into the game. So I'm just going to go over what he gets. He gets Grom's Cauldron. This is unique to Grom the Paunch, and it is a really interesting system. I like it. I'm wondering if they ever add the Ogre race, if they will use the Grom's Cauldron as a basis for a unique mechanic for ogres. That would be interesting. So he's literally looking for ingredients, cooking and eating them to get cool buffs for his armies and units. He likes temperate islands. High elves hate him. His WAAAGH, oh yeah, and each WAAAGH has a chance to contain unique units. Ours is pump wagons, which are pretty cool. Global recruitment for goblin units is reduced by 1. His lord effects, leadership plus 10 when fighting elves. Physical resistance 10% for goblin units. That alone makes them tankier than your average goblins. Upkeep for chariots and pump wagons reduced by half. He has regeneration, and he's got the unique WAAAGH. So that is that. For those of you interested, in the mods I have loaded. I will go over them. There we go. While the game loads up, because there are many of them. Let's go ahead and start the campaign.
The waystones that guard all elven souls grow faint. Ulthuan is weak, still reeling from a ferocious greenskin assault it barely survived. The grim warden of Torivres has not rested since driving back the green invasion. Prince Eltharion must be prepared. There will come a day when the Goblin King returns. It is only a matter of time. For in the desolate Southlands, a war of unimaginable power brews. War boss Grom, most feared and most colossal of all goblins, has long craved a second chance to annihilate the Asa. That time is now. Ulthuan will drown beneath a green tide. There must come the WaaaaAGH to end all wars. But Grom's horde will meet a wall of unstoppable Asur might. Defend his homeland unto his dying breath. This is his vow. The Grim Prince and the Goblin King. Two souls sworn to vengeance upon each other.
Fun, fun, fun. Forget if there's... years have passed since Grom's first siege of Torivres. His 11th hour defeat at Eltharion's hands did little to dull his massive appetite for conquest, or culinary delights for that matter. But did put quite a dent in his previously bloated reputation. Intent on building up his WaaaaAGH once more, he has raided his way south out of the Badlands in the hopes of swelling his horde to a size befitting of a Goblin King. At the center of the Great Ocean, unfinished business awaits. So that's our job, to try to get into Torivres and take down the thing. So for those of you interested, I have no extra upkeep. Not for units, just the cumulative upkeep for armies is gone. Elemental Idolz, so it adds new Elemental Idolz besides the base ones. UI modding framework, which allows other mods to work. Geists Useful Skill Dump ×2, skill points included. Fix to Geist Skill Dump add-on, which allows Geist to work on all lords and heroes. Turn Time Destroyer, Vortex and Mortal Empires, a community bug fix. Fixing bugs that Creative Assembly has decided to overlook. Infinite character Respecs, but I will try not to use them as best I can. And a better camera mod. And that is all the mods I have loaded. And now, reminder, the extra upkeep doesn't get rid of upkeep for units. Traditionally, for every, you start with your first army that has an upkeep of 250. Your second army gets an base upkeep of 500 plus all the units. Your third army gets 1,000 plus the upkeep, and so on and so forth. And what that means is usually, unless you're doing incredibly well, the most amount of armies you can hope to field is 4, maybe, before your economy collapses. Whereas the computer doesn't have to worry about that. So, my no extra upkeep gets rid of that cumulative upkeep. I believe you still have to pay the base 250 cost. It just never goes up. What does that mean? It means, in general, the computer can have more armies than you. Let's assume at endgame, on average, your computer will have 8 armies. You will probably have 6 or 7, as opposed to only 3 or 4. Which means now you can at least fight with parity against the AI. Now, if you're a Horde faction like the Skaven, that still sucks. Because, like I said, the whole point behind the Skaven was their design.
The Paunch is back! Had a bit of time off, but enough rest and recuperation. Now, Grom is ready for some more fighting, looting, and most importantly, eating. Everyone thought I was done for after the punch-up with the pointy heads. So now, I gotta remind all the boys who's boss. First, I's gonna smash these runty spider goblins, beat them all into submission. Next, we'll crump through the dead things in the desert, see if we can pick up a few stragglers from the Badlands on the way. Then, we're good to war! But the big prize is on the Pointy Heads Island across the sea. Oh, I once had me a good rampage up there, with the crazy shaman old Blacktooth egging me on. He said we had to destroy everything, as if I wasn't gonna. And then we ended up at the gates of that shiny old city. Yeah, the loot was good, but the fighting was better. We had us a right good scrap. Then Blacktooth went and lost his head, and all the boys packed it in the gates. That grim old pointy head thinks he's won, but it's time to show him Grom is still the best.
And while I take care of camera settings, so this is how they play. We'll go over it.
First things first.
Yes,
I've got
yes.
to let
Kill the Arachnos. I don't know what this is all about, but even without mods, this happens. There's 3 factions. Boom. Gone instantly. That seems weird to me. But as I was saying, Skaven are, in the tabletop, are meant to outnumber any army they fight, like 2 to 1. Not happening here. The other thing they changed is for the greenskins, they act like, Norsica. So, before, just like any faction, you'd have to beat a greenskin faction down. But if you're a greenskin and you kill the head of another greenskin faction, you can immediately confederate, which is very nice. We're gonna hop in. We're immediately going to build... You know what? Let's go ahead and build a boss's tent. We're gonna need that obedience sooner rather than later. Let's slam into Mount Arachnos. And just to get things going and get things refreshed, let's go ahead and do this battle. Reminder, the episodes, I will try to keep it around 45 minutes long or so. Sometimes a little longer, sometimes a little shorter, but that is what I am aiming for. So let's go ahead and fight this. Just to stretch my Warhammer muscles, as it were. I'm trying to think. Those are all the big changes. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, and as a reminder for those of you live, yes, I am recording. Doesn't really mean much, just, you know, I always encourage conversation either about the game I'm playing or how your day is going, so feel free to ask questions or just chat. It is all welcome. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and gamble. I don't care. It never seems to actually change anymore, so yeah. How do we want to... Well, what are we fighting? We're fighting some little guys. Grom automatically starts out on a chariot, I believe. Yes. He starts out on a chariot. How cool is that? So knowing that, let's get our goblins in the front line, and we'll pull the middle guys back. We'll get archers on this side. Archers on this side. Trolls on this side. Trolls on this side. I'm still not sure which is better. These guys have poor leadership, only 45. These guys have poor leadership, only 45. They both get regen. They get scaly skin, which increases the unit's missile resistance. Regen. See, but these guys get this. Hex, -6 melee attack. And I think it stacks. So if you can get 4 groups of river trolls fighting one unit, or just howling around a group of units, you can lower melee attack by up to 24, which is significant. That is something we're gonna have to experiment with. There we go. Alright. What'd she get? Swamp breath. Oh, there we go. You're in the middle.
Getting hungry.
Let's turn this on off all of them.
Not a problem.
We don't want them just sitting there, because once these guys break, we're gonna want to break them hard. That is interesting. So how does this work? Oh, she throws up on something. I got it.
Grom the Paunch.
Alright, they get a charge bonus, but these guys, if I remember correctly, do we not get expendable? Oh! I thought they had a charged defense. They do not. Oh, good to know.
King of the Gobbos.
See if we can swing out behind. Still, they are anti-large.
Gotta stop him. Goblin.
Actually, let's have her go over here and throw up on these guys. And just slam into them. Oh. Oh yeah, they're going to break like crazy. Remember, no matter what you do in a fight, always go for surrounds and back charges and that sort of thing. Go ahead, run them down. Nice and easy to start things off with. Oh, well, I should have showed you his WAAAAGH. So I apologize for that. Look at that, 21 losses. Wow. River Troll got 32 kills. Huh. That's pretty good.
Immortal Grom!
828 is not worth the negative 30. But we're just gonna occupy it. We get a other Trickster Shard, which I think we're throwing on.
Get still, don't get it.
I'm the biggest run around here. Yep. Boot them out. Control provinces. You got it. So
Grom the Paunch.
you will get 2 for leveling up. I think more than likely, so Root Marcher and Inspiring Presence first. I think I would rather have that on her. Round self, affects enemies and yeah, so if she happens to get into melee combat, she can at least, you know, call some spells down on her, on the unit she's fighting, and maybe do some massive damage. So, let's get, what do we want? Another frontline unit, another range, another pump wagon. That looks good. What do we want? Go faster. Oh yeah, they redid the entire tech tree. which is nice. It actually feels really easy to get through now, which I felt like the original one you kind of struggled to get through. But we'll see how that does. And this is Grom. So you always start with troll meat, so let me open this up. Got it. I've got a spreadsheet here. And you can add up to 4 ingredients, and like if you do troll meat, it gives all goblins and night goblin infantry regeneration. And then you throw it. Well, we'll wait until we get a second ingredient, and then I'll show it off. Now we're gonna go ahead and end the turn. Black 2's Revenge. Start your turn, have at least 50 scrap, so one more. Call to WAAAAGH trophy, that is Call to WAAAAGH. Destroy the factions, working on it.
Big as an orc! In my gut!
10, 13.
Looking for conquest!
This is gonna be expensive, but I don't think I have a choice. And I don't want it to take more than a turn, so... Oh, he came out to us. Well, screw him. Alright, trolls in the middle. You kind of want the trolls to take on their orcs. And then the goblins to do whatever. And the pump wagons. Alright, we can
another day.
Go ahead and fight this. It should be another easy fight. We'll see how it actually goes. We did get our bonus. We did get our extra unit, so there is that. Remember to always stay hydrated. Okay, we can do this. This is actually pretty good, so hear me out. We're gonna pull back a little. Right? With 16, I think we just go to start deployment. So hear me out. I assume they're going to set up over there. We have the pump wagons. Go ahead and just head in this direction and try to avoid something. And what we're gonna do is set up just like
let's scrap.
This. Yes, I know. I know they are spread out. I want them to be. Right. You generally want your archers in squares so they can pivot faster and easier. There we go. And then trolls helping to cover the flanks. And then her right back here. Yes! So here, like I said, here's the goal. Maybe move them up a little. There we go. Yeah, like this. So you can see what I'm trying to do. I've got my flanks covered. Hopefully, not only do we have our flanks covered, but we can collapse on them. Maybe, yeah, there you go, like that. And these guys can kind of hang out back. They're gonna try to, you know what? I know I said go for squares, but in this case, I think we want nice wide fronts. Just to get as many archers in this kill zone as possible. So these guys are going here. Alright, and you can see, hopefully they'll bunch up and we can break them quickly. Well, maybe not too quick. But the general idea is that we have our flanks covered and maybe we can break through to their flanks. And these guys can come in from behind. Let's go ahead and speed things up a little. Yeah, look at this. We got a nice kill zone right here. We'll use our archers to break their archers. That's generally what you want to do.
Goblins!
There we go. Everything else we can do manually.
Grom the Paunch!
Alright, let's slow things down. Are they still... No, they're still not in range. Hold on. Yeah, their range is 115. Oh! Okay. That's my fault. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to... Shoot. I think that was gonna happen no matter what. Let's pull these guys back. Really? What? Let's get them to just charge. Oh, hold on. And let's get our range to actually focus on their trolls. Pause. Alright. It's a scrum! Alright, but our scrum beats their scrum, maybe? So far, alright. So... Oh, she can't do it in melee! Okay, you can... Go ahead and cast that, though. There we go. Yeah, they're breaking. Are we gonna trip? There we go! So, his WAAAGH restores up to 400, so regen. More melee attack, more weapon damage, makes them unbreakable, and more armor-piercing weapon damage. So, I'm pretty sure we've broken them. Go help with that. Go ahead, up you go. Oh, we got 9 more seconds. And then we can kill Gribbet's Black Hog. Hunt him down. Nice! End the battle. Woohoo! Easy peasy lemon squeezes. Now that we've defeated him, what can happen is, because we defeated that faction's green skin leader, we will should have the option to confederate with him, which we will go ahead and do. Nice.
Put these skits in the
Leadership
ground!
+4. 608's really not... Well, at this stage in the game, it's not bad.
Chop 'em up good and proper!
I'm not sure we're going to be able to take advantage of it. You know what? Let's go with ransom captives. So now we got Blacktooth's head in a jar. And a random ingredient will be unlocked. Nice. Yeah, so we can either form a confederation, enemy execute the enemy warlord, which kills Blacktooth Grimbog permanently, which I didn't know was an option, or release him. We're gonna go ahead and confederate, because that's what we want to do. We've got 100 scrap, and we're just gonna immediately
reminds Grom of home!
well, let's get rid of what?
What a zogging
Definitely getting the Arrow Boys. What's
Night
cheap?
Gobbo War Boss!
Another river troll wouldn't hurt.
Mountains is where
112,
Gobos
75.
belong!
We need to get rid of 500.
Grom the
We've got
Paunch!
archers, we've got a front line.
Who can I
If
stand?
we get rid of all of this, that puts us in the positive.
Who
Okay.
needs stabbing? Doing one! Boss of them night goblins!
Okay.
Faster than anyone! Get going, boys! Find Grom loot!
Move it!
Why can't I?
Conqueror! See to Grom's power!
I wonder if it's because he has no movement left, maybe? That's weird. Alright, she has leveled up. So, replenish troops and... Horrid Mass would be nice. Spirit Leech, so we can get into this. Weird. Oh, also... Oddly enough, he can't use the item we picked up. But she can. We're gonna give that to her. We've confederated. Now we need to recruit a hero. Oh, which we can. Let's see, we've got tough, cunning, or determined. I always like cunning. There's another 500 gold. And he's actually gonna head in this direction, because we're gonna go piss off the dwarves.
Who's the boss?
There we go! Don't know what was going on there. So, more trolls and some orc boys to help hold the front line. And then we can get rid of him. Boink. Ah, go faster! Alright, leadership, goblin, missile strength, upkeep, and melee attack. Let's get Gobby Gobbos first. Again, he's exploring down here.
My axe thirsts for war.
Let's go ahead, damage the walls, very nice. Let's go ahead and make his job as a specialist cheaper. Oh, he leveled up, that's nice. Third. Let's do Gobbos. Well, hold on. 1 point in Gobbos. He's actually going to be off on his own mostly. Let's go ahead and crank up our gobos. Alright, so we've got... Oh, that's nice. We've got some obedience. That's going to be moved. That's going to be moved. I think we do Lost Plateau first. And we go ahead, head to here.
Goblin King!
And go ahead and raid.
Now!
Alright. Now, we're not technically at war with them.
Get out of Grom's way,
So, I'm gonna...
mountains!
I'll have the doors open for the boys.
Not quite.
The whole world's gonna be Grom's!
Hold on. What does their garrison look like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Well,
6,
it's
7,
slow
8,
going up here. For the wisdom
9,
of
10,
the
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It will be close.
Paunch!
Let's do one more turn of damaging the walls, and then I'll go after them.
Grom's conquered. Niblet's been badgering me about these empty places. But it ain't fun where there's no fighting to be had. Still,
More importantly,
maybe
more
we should
goblins.
take a
Alright.
look anyway.
And we're gonna invest in
There's some
Soul
loot
Blight.
to
Yes, yes.
swipe.
Soul Blight definitely. I think 8 and then life leeching. Because we're gonna need to drop their armor.
Let's get stabby. Open sesame.
Damage the walls. Beautiful. Specialist and assassinate.
Mork says
You can
what?
go over there. And now we're gonna go ahead and declare war on them. Now that they're trying to recruit.
Thirsts for war.
Declare war. No one's getting involved.
Like I'm dead.
Gonna need to build a few of these, so we're gonna have to wait 3 turns.
Wants them dead. Chop them up.
But they can't recruit, and maybe we can...
Me. You're the boss.
I mean, we're not gonna starve them out. No, we're not worrying about that. We do have orcs. Actually, I want to show off the cauldron real quick. So, we have 2 ingredients now. So you always need at least 2 ingredients. There are a number of recipes you have to collect, and it's not specific ingredients, it's down to, you can see where it says orange, yellow, blue, red, green. It's color combinations. So this one has fish in it, so it's probably blue and something else. This one is probably red and something else. That sort of thing. So that's what you're doing. You're looking for color combinations. And then there's up to 3 ingredients, and finally up to 4. So all we have is regen. Bangers and smash, Grom only, charge bonus, regen, 5 rep and growth. Not the worst. I would have liked one of these green ones to unlock. And we're gonna get shroom and offal sausage. So if you look over, oh, we gotta get it first. Well, let's go ahead and start cooking,
It don't get
which
better
gave
than
us
that.
100 scrap, which is nice. So I will immediately unlock our sharper stabbers. For using scrap
Another day,
on our
another
units.
triumph.
Morty's gonna go ahead and take over a turn so I can show that off. Nice, so now we can add scrap for our units. So, the specific units. So, goblins get either spiky weapons, which allows them to punch through armor better. Weapon strength. So it basically doubles their damage versus armor. Or scrap armor, which doubles their armor. And I am always inclined to double the armor, because it makes them really tanky, and that's what you kind of want. And on goblin archers you can either do heavy ammo, which is armor piercing missile damage, which on them means they go from 1 to 4. I don't know how that goes, But ammunition plus 45% means they will never run out. Now we only have 69 giggity scrap. So we can either do, we could do 2 punch wagons, which is either bonus versus infantry. So it doubles their bonus. Well, a third increases it to 30, or again, just gives them a flat out 15% physical resistance. So it makes them super tanky. See, on these guys, it just goes from 15 to 25, which is still good. Again, I'm always inclined for defensive buffs. I think we do ammo. So let's go ahead and do ammo sacks. So they will almost never run out of ammo. And you can only have, like, I can't see, you can only upgrade once. Which, I understand why, you don't want to make them overpowered. And now for tech, we're gonna grab Use 'em. So that's gonna give us... Oh, there we go. Growth. And increase that. Sorry. And definitely increase gold income.
What you want?
Oh, so there's Use 'em, so that gives our goblins even more armor. And missile strength. Okay. Ready for duty. Okay.
Gork and Mork wants them dead.
And the next tech we're gonna get is Abuse 'em. So now it gives them more melee attack, speed, and a charge bonus. And you can, there's no time limit, so you can go ahead and head up there. Get that growth going. Nice. That is a lot of money. I think I will do it just this once. I will grant. Usually I just refuse the creature, but I will grant the request for the money.
We're having these kids for supper.
And we're gonna go ahead and click Go Bigger. And next episode, we will go ahead and pick a fight. And you can see, it'll be a close fight, but I think we can do it. We've damaged their walls, so that's helped. Yeah, okay, so these guys have a charge defense against foes. So it literally has to say charge defense. I'm gonna have to remember that when I look at units, because countercharging isn't the worst thing to do. But we'll take care of that next episode. Hello, this is Gohan the Chinchilla, and he hopes you're having a good day, as do I. As always, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to follow, like, subscribe, or comment, or even better, come on over to twitch.tv/Sparky TDK and watch me live every Monday through Friday. Thank you for your support.